Hi everybody, Latanya Prowse, the Storehouse Bookkeeping and Tax again. Just coming to share with you something that I observed recently. Yesterday I spent a considerable amount of time cleaning out my email boxes because email tends to accumulate in there rather quickly. I mean, today alone I've got 28 that I haven't opened yet, and then there's 10 more that landed in the junk pile. So 38 emails so far today. And that's in my business email box. I haven't even counted what landed in my personal email box. But I'll just read to you some of the emails that I've collected in there so far. Let's see, we've got a webinar invite, another 30% off industry publications from CCH, see Adobe Systems, National Association of Tax Professionals, IRS, CPA Academy, Mary Kay, Michael Hyatt, Dell, Office Depot. There's a couple of client emails in here. National Pen. Yeah, and I don't know what that is, Better Choice Realty. Okay, so in my personal box that I've opened up just to see, we've got something from Kiplinger, another one from Victoria's Secret, Groupon, Brian Tracy, Musician's Friend, UH Bookstore, Bath and Body Works. Even got one from Alex Shinhara and Tivana. Yes, I love tea. Let's see, Hotwire, Holiday Inn. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. Sally. And so I did that just to show you that about 90% of what lands in my email box are sales promotions. You know, like I said, I had a few client emails, and then of course some things, thank you for paying this bill and things like that. But about 90% of what lands in my email box is for sales. And so if you're like me, everybody likes a sale. I don't really pay full price for almost anything. And so, if something's on sale, okay, well, let's talk about it. But what ends up happening a lot of times, if you allow other people to decide how you're going to spend your money for you, is that you'll find that you will spend a lot more money on a lot of things that you really don't need, and then you just accumulate a lot of stuff, and then you look at your bank account, and it's not reflective of the profits that you would like to see in your business. And so just a couple of tips on things that I try to be aware of when making purchases, or better yet, even deciding not to make a purchase, that you might want to consider if you find that you have the same issue. For one thing, if you're only buying an item because it's on sale, then you probably shouldn't buy it. It's probably not something that you needed, not something that you had planned for. It was just on sale. You said it was a great sale, so I'll just buy it. But the thing is, you're still spending money, whether or not you're saving, 15% or whatever. You're still spending money, and so that's counter to the goal of making a profit in the business if you're always spending. All right. Something else, if it's not an immediate need, there may be something that you were planning to buy. In business, I know I need to upgrade my computers every couple of years, and so that's something that you should actually be planning on in a business, planning for in your business budget, setting money aside for equipment purchases and purchases for supplies and things that are going to run out and that you're going to need to replace. So keep that in your budget, and then stay on budget. Buy the stuff you need. When you need paper, go buy paper, but don't buy 10, boxes of paper because they were on sale if you don't need 10 boxes of paper. So, if it's not an immediate need, you probably don't need to buy it now. And one thing I can guarantee is there will always be a sale, because that's the thing they advertisers give you this sense of urgency. Sale expires, in 24 hours, you can only buy this from 8 to 10 today, kind of thing. But be careful about that stuff. Buy what you need when you need it. There will always be a sale, I can guarantee that. Again, you want to go ahead and plan your purchasing. We talked about that a little bit already. Another indicator, though, that you might consider is how are you going to pay for this purchase. If you're going to need to use a credit card or another debt instrument to pay for your purchase, it's obvious it's not something that you've planned for. And it's also obvious it's not something that you can afford to do right now. Using debt, of course, is counterproductive, again, to our profit goals in business. So if you're going to need to use a credit card or other debt instrument, put it on account or whatever, probably don't need to buy it. So go ahead and think twice about doing that. Even if you do have the cash, it's what we call opportunity cost. What else are you going to have to give up to make that purchase? And is it at least even? You really want it to be a better, swap. But it would at least need to be even before you set yourself behind on a different goal so that you can make a particular purchase. But one thing that I do for myself is I will sit on something for 24 to 48 hours if I feel like I'm just rushing into something, and then I have to question whether or not this is a purchase that I really need to make. And so again, you go through the website, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. Go ahead and load up the shopping cart. No harm in doing that. Load it up. Sometimes that may be all you need, because sometimes we just need a little retail therapy to blow off some steam. Just loading up the shopping cart, you see the balance, and then close it. Go away. Come back 24 to 48 hours if you want to buy it. If not, you can leave it there. The shopping cart will probably expire, and you don't have to worry about it. And you haven't spent any money unnecessarily. But if after 24 to 48 hours and you're thinking more rationally, and you can make a sound decision as to whether or not this is something you actually need, then go for it. But most often I have found that in that cooling off period, I usually don't go back to the shopping cart, or if I do, I go back to delete it, because I'm like, I didn't need this. I was just spending money, potentially. But anyway, you save yourself a lot if you just give yourself a little cooling off period before making purchases. But again, just be aware of what's happening to you. We're constantly bombarded with advertisements. Somebody's always selling something, and there's not anything wrong with that. We're all selling something, but you have to decide how your money is going to be spent. Don't let others, decide how your money is going to be spent by giving you 30% off this or 15% off that, another $15 off of this. You have goals. As a business owner, we're here to serve our clients in the best way we can. But what makes it a business is the profit. We're in business to make a profit. And so the only way we can make a profit is to bring money in and control what goes out. So just be mindful of that. And so that's just something I wanted to share with you today, and hopefully can help you to reach your profit goals as well. All right, so again, I'm Latanya Powers, the Storehouse Bookkeeping and Tax, and we'll see you next time. Bye.